Welcome. I am Dr. Angelika Christie, your host of the show, Your Radiant Life After 45. I share with you skills for healthy, happy, and wealthy women. I show you how to design and enjoy your most radiant life after 45 by conscious and intelligent choice. So with over 25 years of professional experience as a naturopathic doctor specializing in healthy aging and as a lifestyle and relationship coach, together with my vast personal life experience, I give you all of me. So if this sounds good to you, be my guest here every week on this day, on a Saturday at the same time. Yes? Yes. Okay, so let's begin the show today. Today, I want to share with you how food, especially, can really be changed by your thoughts, by your by your attention, and so much more. And you know something? I think I need to do something here right now. So excuse me for a second. Okay. So it's actually how thoughts affect food. Because you have the power to optimize your health and enhance what you eat through positive and joyful thoughts and emotions. Make your meal a joyful ritual by slowing down. Be fully aware of the taste, the texture, and the purpose of what each mouthful is really for. And most of all, be grateful for your food. Okay? So you can charge your food with positive energy, as I just said. And the next time you hold a glass of water, like this here, consciously put your mind and emotion into a high state, into a state of joy, of gratitude, of love. Yes? And then visualize you charging the water with that positive energy of love, of peace, and of gratitude. And anything you want to put into the water. Maybe there is a part in your body that needs attention and that needs more love and may need more energy or healing. And do it and then drink that water. Okay, so optimize the charge by either silently or with directed audible words. Speak the words of intent directed toward the molecules in the water, which is really how the molecules enter your body and do what they're supposed to do. So it can be just like a joyful prayer. So if not only it not only changes what you eat, with the positive life force energy, but it also creates the perfect condition within your internal physical environment into which food and drink can be used to the highest health benefits. Okay, so sometimes we forget how much we can actually enhance the food. Of course, it should be good food. It should be food with the enzymes intact. And if you want to hear more about food and health and how it really affects you and what you do, please listen to my previous show, which is part 1 of how to optimize your health. And then we will a little bit later go into breathing. Do you know how to breathe correctly? So this is actually something that I ask many of my clients. And because I see how when they get a little bit into stressful situations, how they stop breathing, or how shallow they breathe, or how they breathe just from the upper part of their chest. Because fatigue, even insomnia, all of this can be positively affected with the breath. But when I ask my client, do you know how to breathe properly? I usually get this blank stare or a nervous smile, which really tells me that the question seems to be either never contemplated or considered silly. So what do you think? So let me ask you that question. Do you know how to breathe correctly? Because the reason why correct breathing seems imperative is because it builds the foundation from which you can use your breath consciously. So breathing is automatic. We cannot stop breathing. We can hold our breath, but you cannot just decide not to breathe anymore. Your automatic nervous system will not allow this to happen. And many times when we want to slow our breath down or even hold our breath, there is this urge or this little bit anxiety that comes up. Oh my God, I need to breathe. And very often it's not really that you need to breathe. Of course you need to breathe, but you can slow down your breath so much more than you believe you can. But let us first master the basics. So when you watch a baby breathe, and I just had not just, 3 months ago, I received this incredible gift of grandchild number 10, my 10th grandchild, can you believe it? A little boy. And it's so magical to watch a baby, in all of its reactions. And the breathing is, of course, something that is very apparent. Of course, it is faster. It is much faster than the breath of an adult. But what you see is it's not so much the chest that you see moving like most adults do, but it is the belly, right? The belly moves and you see it moving. With the in-breath, it expands and so on. When you watch the baby breathe, you can clearly see that her tummy expands every time she or he takes a breath in. So why is that? Because breath is governed by the autonomic nervous system. So you can test yourself for the next, let's say, 3 rounds of breath and notice the movement of your chest or your abdomen. So I want you to do this right now. It only really takes a moment and I'm going to wait. But I would like for you to put one hand on your chest and the other on, it doesn't matter which one, on your tummy, about the height of your navel. And then take a breath in. So where does your hand rise first? The one that is further down should rise first, right? Because you're breathing into your diaphragm first and then into your chest. It's almost like when you visualize, you have any kind of vessel. It could be, it doesn't matter, a pitcher or any kind of vessel, and you pour something into it. Where does whatever comes in, where does it go first? It goes to the bottom, right? So on the bottom of our area that receives the breath is our diaphragm. So that's where it should go first. So what happens on the exhalation? Your diaphragm, again, should pull in a bit because it now relieves or comes out from the bottom out of the top. So again, your diaphragm should collapse or should become smaller or be pulled in first, but you don't have to pull it in consciously. It should do that naturally. But since we are so wrongly it's just a bad habit, and especially for us women, because we women want to keep our tummy pulled in. So very often we just go with this tension in our tummy, that of course if you have tension there, then it does not allow the air to go in, because you need a relaxed tummy to do that. Okay, so do it and see what happens. Yes, did your belly expand first, and did your abdomen through your chest and throat, and then leaving through your, your abdomen collapses first, and then your chest, and then actually the air comes out through your nose or through your mouth in the out breath. And if you smile in agreement, if that's what you do, congratulations. But if you wonder what happened during this exercise and you're not sure, do it again with maybe a little bit more focus. And very often it is easier to do this when you lie down. So when you're flat on your back and put your hand and your one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach, it is actually easier to focus and bring your attention on your abdomen first and allow the air to go there first. Okay, and maybe close your eyes and visualize this whole process, following the air from your nose through your chest into your abdomen as you follow the flowing and increasing volume of the air through your body naturally when it expands and make room, and then on your exhalation collapse when the air is expelled again. So you can actually visualize the balloon that expands when the air enters and deflates when the air exits. Okay, hello to all my visitors and all my the wonderful women who are watching this. I am so grateful you are here. All of my love to you. So that was all about the breath. And as I said, practice it lying down. And then the next stage would be, that is a little more challenging, but still pretty easy, is sitting down. When we stand, we often have this feeling that we need to pull in our abdomen. And I know we women love to do that because we want that very small tummy, right? But you can do it. You can do it rhythmically, but it happens with the out breath, not with the in breath. Okay? So there is a wonderful breathing exercise that we may talk about maybe in another show or another episode that actually affects certain states of mind. It can calm you down. And a part of it is the yogic breathing, the pranayama, which includes the altered nostril breathing and the breath of fire. And there are so many different ways of breath that can incredibly powerfully affect our nervous system. And we can create states in our bodies that are desired. So we are not hijacked by something that really frightened us or upset us, and all of a sudden we are in this state of panic. So you have all of these tools, and one of the incredibly powerful tools is actually the tool of breathing, to bring yourself back, your state of mind back into calmness and into joy and whatever state you actually want to achieve. Okay, so, but what I want to leave you with in this step here is, it's very easy and effective. It's a way to remember the basic need of your body for optimal health. And it's the breath, of course, because we need breathing as number one. You cannot hold your breath and die. So you can hold your breath only for so long or be deprived of breathing before your life is in danger. You can only be without water for a certain amount of time. much longer than without breath. And then you can only be without food for so long, and that can be a rather long time. Okay, so I hope you have understood how important the breath is and what an incredibly powerful tool it is to create all kinds of different states. And since I used to teach yoga, and also I have been a fast runner, and then after 40, I used to do the longer runs, like the marathons. Not so good for your health. I didn't know that back then. But my breathing was really a very powerful way for me to take me to the result, you know, of course, for the shorter races, there's a certain way of breathing that energizes you and pushes you to your limit, which you really want. And in the marathon, which is a very long race, you know, for me, it was 4 hours. You have to know how to breathe properly so that you do not exhaust yourself. And so this is a wonderful way to learn about the breath and how you can apply it to your personal life in all kinds of situations. Okay, so but now I would like to go into something that I don't even know where I first heard about it, but it was many years ago, more than 10 years ago, probably more than 15 years ago. But I never forgot it, and I used it, and I always use it when I speak about optimizing your health, because it is an acronym that is so easy to remember. And it is, maybe you want to write it down if you have pen and paper. It is Dr. Safe. So it is, and the way I want you to write it down, maybe just Dr. Safe, so you see the whole word. And then I would like for you to write every letter, one under the next. So starting with a D, and then an R, and then an S, and then an A, and then an F, and then an E. And leave a little bit of space next to each letter, because I'm going to ask you, what do you believe? It's an acronym, so it stands for something, right? What do you believe those letters may stand for? So the first letter is a D, right? So, and then so on. D, R, S, A, F, E. What do you think the letter D stands for? Or I give you maybe 2 minutes to just write down what you believe all of those things stand for. And don't write a whole a paragraph, only one word. So what do you think D would stand for? What do you think the R would stand for? The S, the A, and F, or the E? And I'm quiet now because otherwise I may disturb your concentration. I wish I had some music to play while you think and put your words there. What do you have? In a group, we would share and have some fun with it, with some of the descriptions, but we are not in each other's physical presence. Therefore, I have to tell you what Dr. Safe stands for and how it relates to optimizing your health. So D stands for detox. Do you have that? Detox. No? Okay. If not, write it in there. Okay. D stands for detox. R. What do you have for R? R stands for rest. Do you have that one? If not, write it in. Rest. S. What does S stand for? S stands for sunshine. Yes, the sun is really important to our health. Okay, so sunshine is for S. A, what does A stands for? A stands for attitude. Yes, oh my goodness, attitude. How important that is for our health. And F stands for, oh my goodness, when I have guys in a group, you know, they all laugh and they know that one word. Yeah. Oh my goodness. No, it's not that F word, but the F stands for food. And then we have the E. And the E, the last letter in Dr. Safe, stands for exercise. Yes, exercise. I know that's so important, but it's not number one. But wherever you place it, all of them have their incredible importance. And as long as you don't forget any of them, you will be in good shape. Got it? Isn't that a smart and easy way to remember Dr. Safe? So let's go into each of those areas now and explore why they are so important. With the rest of the time we have, hopefully I can get everything in. Okay, detox, rest, sunshine, attitude, food, exercise. That pretty much covers it. There are others, yes, but these are the basics. Detox, make a decision at some time. And you don't need to do this now, but schedule it into your calendar. What will be your way of cleansing your body of toxins, of accumulated toxins? Because even the healthiest diet will get you toxins. And of course, the toxins do not just come from diet. Toxins come from everywhere, from the soil, from the water, from the air we breathe. We live in a much more toxic environment that our ancestors lived in, unfortunately. So that's why we have to detox our body regularly. Okay, put it into your calendar because otherwise it may not happen. And there are many different ways of detox, but that's another issue for maybe another episode. And sometimes actually I give advice more from person to person because it is not the same for everybody. It depends on somebody's lifestyle and so on and on. But the next one, which is rest, that is for everybody. And what does it mean, rest? First of all, when you sleep, you need total darkness. Total darkness, yes, because our bodies are designed to be in total darkness. When the sun goes down and there was only the moon and the stars up there, artificial light did not exist when our bodies were created. So a restful sleep means darkness, total darkness. And stay away from your TV and your computer or tablet or any entertainment at least 1 hour before you want to sleep. And sleep, or get your sleep in before midnight. And have your room as cool as possible, as feels comfortable. That's when your sleep becomes rejuvenating on top of repairing your body. Sleep is there to repair your body, to get the garbage out, to get everything thrown out that needs to leave the different areas, the different organs or the tissues. It's through your eliminating system, but also the rejuvenation, forming healthy new cells. All of that happens mostly in your sleep. Okay, coming up to sunshine now. Sunshine. I know today we are so afraid of the sun, and I have always been a sun worshiper, and I have some damage on my skin because of it, because I loved it, and I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So when I was young, very young, I worshipped the sun already, and there was no sun protection or sunscreen. That would be awful, because that would prevent me from getting my tan or my sunburn, which I regularly got. Oh my God. Sunburn was just part of summer, part of being out in the sun. How damaging that is now. Today we know so much better. And yet, 20 to 30 minutes in full sunlight, let's say between 10 and 11 a.m. or between 3 and 4 p.m., to allow your skin to take up this very, very important vitamin D for the greatest protection from fatigue and disease. Okay, and now when you do that, please do not have a sunblock on, because that actually blocks some of the good things. But if you really have to have sunblock for whatever reason, because your skin just cannot take sun, then you must take vitamin D3 on a daily basis, because vitamin D3 protects you from all kinds of diseases, including cancer. And I mean, that again could be a whole episode. And thank God, even the doctors, who usually only know about disease, but and not so much about prevention, they have agreed that vitamin D3 is really important. And it makes total sense, because when our bodies were created, we were not living inside, we were living outside. So vitamin D and sunlight is also very, very important to enter, not by looking in the sun, but by indirect sunlight entering our pupils and stimulating our metabolism. So much more to say about that. Okay, so that was sunlight. Attitude. Well, understand that only positive thoughts can really see solutions, and only positive attitudes see real choices. And attitude is one of the most important aspects of optimizing your health. I believe that even the healthiest food cannot really help you, or cannot really do what it's supposed to do while you are angry, or while you have a negative, while you hold grudges, or while your thoughts and emotions are dense and dark and negative. So especially when you eat, maybe dance a little bit before you eat. Do something that uplifts your mind and your emotions. Have a positive attitude. You should have it all day long, but do not eat with anger in your belly. Okay? Oh my God, we're almost finished. Let me do quickly food. Live food, mostly alkaline. You can be starving on the full stomach if it's junk food. Knowing your food combinations that help your digestion is also important. And I suggest that you don't put more than 2 food groups into one meal. And one other quick tip is drink before, not while you eat. All right? And very quickly exercise. Move, and move some more. At least 1 to 2 minutes every hour if you sit a lot. Do short and intense exercises if you have only little time. A long walk is not really, especially if you go very slowly, it's not really exercising, but it is healthy nevertheless. So you can still please walk as much as you can rather than driving. Get out of breath at least once every day, really out of breath. And now for the guys, for us as well, but for the guys, yes, sex counts as well as exercises. So there is so much more, but I wanted to spend a little bit more about on other things that we don't have time anymore, that I now will take into the next episode, which will be in 1 week, exactly 1 week, which is the next Saturday coming up. So, and please go in my bio, and if you have any question, find how to get in touch with me. Shoot me any question you have, and I will be happy to answer you. But now I have to say goodbye and tell you how much I enjoyed having you here with me. Thank you for spending your precious time with me. And if you find what I shared with you today valuable, mark your calendar next Saturday, same time, right here with me. I can't wait to show you so much more that will give you the tools to live your most radiant life after 45. Bye-bye for now.